Alright, so today we will talk about how to plot rotations on a coordinate plane. So I will be checking the notes the next school day, so make sure our notes are all filled out. Remember, you could pause this video at any point if I'm going too quickly. So today we're going to talk about a rotation, right? So a rotation, the key word for rotation is a turn, is a transformation in which a figure is rotated or turned about a point called the center of rotation. The number of degrees a figure rotates is the angle of rotation. In a rotation, the original figure and its image are congruent. Okay, so example 1, the vertices of a trapezoid are W, X, Y, and Z. Rotate the trapezoid 180 degrees about the origin. So here's the rule. XY is going to be negative X comma negative Y anytime you have a rotation 180 degrees. So for example, if W is negative 4 comma 2, then W prime would be 4 comma negative 2. So you're going to take the opposite of your X and opposite of your Y. Same thing, if X is negative 3 comma 4, when I rotate it, it'd be X prime would be equal to 3 comma negative 4. Y is negative 1 comma 4. So Y prime would be 1 comma negative 4. You're taking the opposite, right? So if it's positive, it's going to be negative. If it's negative, it's going to be positive. Z is originally negative 1 comma 2. So this is going to end up becoming Z prime, which is 1 comma negative 2. So if I were to plot this, I'll do the first one in orange. So negative 4 comma 2 would be right here. X is negative 3 comma 4. Y is negative 1 comma 4. Z is negative 1 comma 2. So here is my figure, and I'm rotating about the origin, and I'll do this one in red. 4 comma negative 2 would be W prime. 3 comma negative 4. This is Y prime. 1 comma negative 4 is Y. Oh, this is X prime. This is Y prime. And Z is 1 comma negative 2. So if I were to draw this image, take a look at this graph. It looks like it is just rotated around this point right here. So it's being turned 180 degrees. So this rule for rotated 180 degrees is something you will just want to know. Why don't you do number 1 on your own? All right, moving on, number 2. This is a little different, right? JKL, rotate the triangle 90 degrees counterclockwise. So you'll see this as 90 degrees. CCW is counterclockwise about the origin. What are the coordinates of the image? This is the rule that you'll use for 90 degrees counterclockwise. So you'll have J 1 comma 2. This would become, remember, you're going to take the opposite of your Y. J prime would be, since Y was 2p, negative 2 comma 1. Seems a little tricky, right? So you're going to take the Y value, right? My Y value was 2, so I'm going to put negative 2. It's going to be negative Y comma X. K was 4 comma 2, so this K prime would then be negative 2 comma 4, right? Negative Y, so you take the opposite of Y, putting it first, comma, just your X. L is 1 comma negative 3. If I had to rotate it, this would become L prime would be 3 comma 1. Okay, so if I were to plot this image, 1 comma 2 is J. Negative 2 comma 1 is, L is 4 comma 2 K, and then 1 comma negative 3 is right here. So it looks like here is my triangle, and then I'll do its image in orange. Negative 2 comma 1 is J prime. Negative 2 comma 4, this is K prime, and then 3 comma 1 is L prime. So here is my image. So it looks like it's rotated, right? K is my original, so I'm rotating 90 degrees. All right, so why don't you try this one on your own? Just try it on your own. Remember, 90 degrees counterclockwise, use the rule, right? X comma Y becomes negative Y comma X. All right, next rule we're going to talk about the vertices of a rectangle are ABCD as follows. Rotate the rectangle 90 degrees clockwise. Another way you'll see that is 90 degrees, just CW, about the origin, what are the coordinates. So here's the rule you'll have to use for this. So A, negative 3 comma negative 3, A prime becomes, okay, so you just copy Y as your first coordinate, and then you take the opposite of your X. My X was negative 3, so it becomes positive 3. B is 1 comma negative 3, so B prime becomes, right, so let's take a look, negative 3 comma negative 1. Remember, same Y, opposite X. C becomes, C is originally 1 comma negative 5. This becomes C prime, which is negative 5 comma negative 1. D is negative 3 comma negative 5. So if I were to do this, this becomes negative 5 comma 3 with the same Y, opposite X. All right, let's plot this. A is negative 3, which is right here. B is 1, negative 3, which is right here. C is 1, negative 5, which is right here. D is negative 3, negative 5, which is right here. Here is my rectangle. I'll do the new image in red. Negative 3, positive 3. Here's my A, negative 3, negative 1. Here's my B, negative 5, negative 1. Here's my C prime. Oops, A prime, B prime, C prime. D prime is negative 5, comma, positive 3. So it looks like in this image, it is rotated 90 degrees clockwise, right? From there. Why don't you try this last one on your own as well? All right, so here is the cheat sheet that I would use to help you out. So if you were to read this, right, if it says 90 degrees clockwise, here's the rule you are going to use. If it says 90 degrees counterclockwise, this is the rule you're going to use. So this is going to be very helpful, little mini cheat sheet for you to use. I will have this on the board for skill checks, quizzes, and tests. You don't have to memorize this. This will be available to you for you to use. All right, so use this cheat sheet for your homework tonight, and then circle your level of understanding. Okay, so how do you feel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, at any point, if I went too quickly during the lesson, feel free to pause, rewatch, and I really want you to understand all of these rules along with the examples that went on with it. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.